It is a bill that is squarely designed to make the people in our culture more virtuous, and frankly, virtue is something that we're lacking a bit in our culture right now, and it's one of the reasons that our culture is struggling as much as it is.
How remarkable that you think you know what all Americans, all Tennesseans believe. And that if we are not supportive of this very narrow, discriminatory view, there's something wrong with our virtues. Transgender people are people, representative, and deserve to be treated as such by this body too.
Thank you so much. My concern about this bill is that it is anti-transgender people and children. It seems that we are persisting on a path of legislating discrimination and inequity. And I am wondering, Representative Bulso, what you're going to do in order that we stop moving forward legislation that attacks LGBTQIA children.
Representative Bulso.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I would disagree with the premise of the question. This is a bill that I think advances a different view, what I can call the American view. As you know, in one of our country's founding documents, Thomas Jefferson wrote that we hold these truths to be self-evident, which recognizes, one, that there is such a thing as truth, and not just that, but it's something that is capable of being understood. Some truths are so clear that they are, quote, self-evident. This is legislation that is designed to make our citizens more virtuous, which is the very reason that we have a government, a constitutional republic in the first place, as represented by Thomas Jefferson, Alexander Hamilton, John Adams in our founding documents.
Out of order.
It is so interesting that you changed the words of Thomas Jefferson from what he actually wrote, which was all men are created equal and endowed by their creator with certain inalienable rights, and that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And it is also interesting that all of the names that you mentioned who built the foundations of this country were elite, slave-owning white men. It is fascinating that you think those are the virtues that we need to propagate and support by by passing anti-transgender children legislation. And how remarkable that you think you have the American view. The lack of democratic behavior, the lack of supporting of inclusion, the lack of supporting people for who they truly are, that is against who we are. That's why you even had to try and change the name from all men to all people. Well, transgender people are people, representative, and deserve to be treated as such by this body too.